What's good, YouTube? So today we're talking about 10 lessons that we can take from 2025 to make 2026 our most profitable year yet. Now, most of you probably think that 2025 just gave us 1 year's data, because it's 1 year. But if you think about it, we trade 4 instruments. Therefore, we've just got 4 years of data, which can be used to optimize TPs. There's a lot of shit that 4 years of data can do. And let's just go on to lesson number one. Now, number one is going to be using your data and not just other traders. Having other people to kind of rely on is great when it comes to streamlining data, but only if these traders are actually trustworthy. And that's not many people in this space. I've seen people come, I've seen people go. So don't keep switching up your strategy, even if it's small optimizations, just because one person said so. By going and backtesting and using your data to come up with your optimizations, you can really see this through longer term because you know why you're doing stuff. If your TP logic, if your stop loss logic just doesn't seem to be working in live markets, and you're not even the person that tested it, then you can kind of just see where that can start to go wrong. You're not going to trust it. You're going to start to take shit to take profits. And like I just said, I've just done 4 years of backtesting, which is really optimized take profits, and seen new risk to reward optimizations just being completely invalid longer term. And that's not to say that other traders are devils, like they've done the research, but maybe they're just concluding it in a way that isn't going to be profitable longer term. All right, straight on to number two. There is no quota for each day. People think there's a quota for every trading day, like I need to make 3% or at least just take a trade, which makes no sense. If you've ever seen profits in the markets, then you just understand how dumb this sounds. And this all just usually comes from one thing, which is having a deadline on your success. If you have a specific date in mind or a time frame where you want to see profits before, then you're going to feel like every single day you need to get closer to that goal. Therefore, you're going to take a loss on a trading day and not be all right with this just being the end of it. You're going to take another loss, try and take another trade, take another loss, then you're 3% down rather than being 3% up like you want it to be. Trading is one of the only skills where more work in the live markets isn't going to directly equal more success, as you can see right here. Technically, you're doing more work because you're taking more trades, but it's not good work. This isn't high leverage. High leverage would be going back testing, collecting data to then go to the next day in the markets and make that a success. And this is why you see so many traders getting sucked into those clickbaity 20 trades in a day kind of strategies, because they think that 20 trades is 20 times more work than someone taking one trade a day, even though the turnout is going to be likely the same, if not the one trade being more profitable, just because it's going to be higher quality. And this next one is going to come right off the back of that last one, where I was talking about having a deadline. Be present in your plan, not in your goals. Having a deadline is going to be these goals. And if you're constantly kind of just thinking about what car am I going to get or what house am I going to get, then this is constantly going to be what's on your mind. And once again, you're aiming for this and not sticking to your trading plan in live markets. This is what's going to get the money and the wins in live markets, which translate into this later on. So being present in your plan is really all you need to do. Mastering your trading plan and just mastering your craft in trading is going to bring these end goals so much quicker. And I talked about it in my last video. There's that stray cat analogy. Pretend there's a stray cat and you really want to stroke it because it's like cute as fuck. And you keep running towards it thinking that it's going to let you stroke it. Now, see, this cat is trading profits. The more you run towards it, the more it's going to run away. You're not taking calculated steps, so it's not going to trust you, and you're never actually going to get to those trading profits. Now, on the other hand, if you are taking every single step cautiously, knowing your exact footsteps and roadmap that you're going to take to get around to it, it's going to start to open up to you, and you're going to be able to stroke it, and you're going to be able to make that money that you want to make. Sounds like a dumb analogy when I say it out loud, I can't lie. But when you actually think about it, this makes so much sense. And I'm going to stick to this shit till the day I die, this whole analogy. So big up RD for saying this when I was learning. Just having one idea that humbles you every time you start to get greedy is going to take you so far. Now, number 4 is going to be technical analysis is not nothing. Now, I say a lot that 90% of trading is going to be psychology. That's meant to be a brain. But no, I really do mean this, and people just think that, oh yeah, if I'm completely focused on psychology, then I can kind of be more lenient with my trading plan. And this is where people start to try and make optimizations when there just doesn't need to be. Pretend you're like stranded at sea and you want to make a new civilization and you get washed up onto an island. This is the live markets without technical analysis, and this is the markets with technical analysis. Now, on top of your technical analysis, you're going to start building like fucking houses, which is your psychology. You're really starting to settle into the markets. But then all of a sudden you think you're too good for the, literal foundation, and you start building off onto the water, and everything is just going to come crumbling down back into the river. What I'm saying is, don't just look at your losses like, yes, I can overcome this with a good mindset. If you are making mistakes in the live markets, then work on them. Trading is so good because every single loss is going to be more data for you directly. And there's not always a reason for a loss. But when there is a consistent reason from loss to loss that the wins don't have, then it's just so clear to see. So never forget about technical analysis. Always stay true to your roots and never think you're better than that or that you're one with the markets or some shit. All right, so next. No data is going to equal loads of trades, and loads of data is going to equal fewer trades. And this is similar to just forgetting technical analysis like I was just talking about. When you have no data to go over and you're not really just tightening your rules, then you're going to be a lot more lenient as to what you see as a good trade. Your win rate is going to go down, your risk to reward percent gain is going to go down, and so are your chances of profitability. On the other hand, having loads of data is going to mean that you see a lot less trades in the live markets. And why is this? Trade quality. You know what's good, you know what's bad, and you know what to wait for. If you don't find yourself forcing shit in the markets, then you're doing so much more than the people that look like they're doing more because they're taking more trades. I don't think people understand how much that discipline actually takes out of you. Discipline to get the data firsthand, but also the discipline to not take trades which don't align with your data. It's a lot of waiting, and that's why people don't make it. They're impatient. They get shiny object syndrome, and then they're off to the next strategy. So if you're like that, just go to the next strategy. This video is not for you. If you're not like that and you are just like locking in on one strategy now, then I do have a VIP Discord where I teach this strategy, all of the psychology alongside it, so you don't have any gaps in your roadmap like I'm trying to stop with this video. There's only so much I can do in like 10 or 20 minutes, but in that VIP Discord, I send every single trade that I take, so you can literally build a roadmap around exactly what I do. There's also constant accountability from other experienced traders, so you never find yourself taking non-quality setups, because you're better than that. The link to that is just down below. So for the next point, I literally can't remember what point I'm on now, but obsess over results. Results is going to equal data, and data is literally what everything is built around. No data equals no plan. And these days, I see so many new traders on this model just changing everything because they're going off feelings. Literally, rule one in trading is fuck your feelings. The market don't care about your feelings. I don't care about your feelings. Okay, that's a lie. I care about your feelings, but yeah, the market doesn't. So you need to obsess over every single trade that you take to the point where other people think you're a weirdo. Going over years of backtesting in a week is not normal, on my time frame at least. Like, you really don't see people doing that these days. Everybody thinks it's easy money. Everybody thinks it's quick money. But if they want that, then they're just straight up looking in the wrong place. I'm never going to sell trading to you like it's easy. I can say that I have an easier route than most people take, but I don't know if you're some retard that doesn't know how to stick to a plan. So I'm never going to promise any like actual fabrication of results. I can only talk about what got me to profitability or what would have gotten me there sooner. And that is literally all this channel is, just data from a profitable trader and not just regurgitated info like every other demo guru. And for the next point, once again, I can't remember what number I'm on, so this is question mark number 2. Strategy is your foundation. And this kind of contradicts a couple of my previous points, but you need to test your assumptions. When you're learning trading, you get regurgitated information just pouring into your brain from people that haven't even made it yet. So something that you heard earlier in your journey may not even be viable in like the live markets. You need to go back and test every single thing that you think is right with the markets to once again just understand why you do things. If you don't know the why, then you're not going to be able to stick it through longer term. Once again, longer term is why we do everything. We want freedom. That's why we trade. We want location independence. And if you're not trading for the long term and you are just trading for quick money, then you're going to be straight up going back to that job before you even knew what hit you. Everybody watching this video wants more than that. So work harder than the people that haven't even thought about it yet. Do everything that I've talked about in this video and you're going to be seeing profits before you know it. And this can finally be what turns the page for 2026 for you. Once again, I'd recommend going to join that VIP Discord. I send my live trade ideas after every single morning analysis that I do. I review your trades, break them down with you. I have hours and hours of backtested videos on top of years of data. All of that data is waiting for you to come and check out. I hope to see you in there, but if not, just like and subscribe because you really can get profitable off these videos. I'm just trying to get you there quicker. All right, see you in the next one.